1.
Okay, so quiz 12A is still dealing with multiple regressions, talking about near-death experiences. Okay, so part A, we've been given a multiple regression, and we've been given all of the values for each of the variables. So you just plug that in, and you get 9.85 for the predicted NDE score. The next thing we have to do is generate a test statistic. So what we're going to do find is the test statistic is 7 minus 9.85 over standard deviation, which is 4.76. 7 was, by the way, just what we were given as the near-death experience. So we plug that in, we get all that, we get a test statistic of negative 0.6. So if we're looking at t of negative, by the way, we're using t because we're not told that it's approximately normally distributed. We don't have that large of a sample. It's kind of moderately large, so at 44. So that's why we're still going to use a t. But that doesn't really change the picture. This is basically what we're looking for. And this is 0.6. So look this up in the table. You basically find that this is approximately 75%. You might have to do some rounding. I, for one, got between the two values I was looking at 40 degrees of freedom were 0.681 to 0.851. So I just took the average of those two, gave me 0.766. So basically anything in that range is about right. Question B talks about what are the odds of getting a variable that is statistically significant when it should be. How does this happen? Remember, if p is less than 0.05, then we say that it's statistically significant. But that means that chance can come into play here. That means 5% of the time we're going to get a significant something's going to be calculated as statistically significant when it shouldn't be. So the question he's asking is, what are the probability that that happens more than twice when you're using 5 variables? So that's the same as saying, what's the probability that it doesn't happen once and it doesn't happen, or that it never happens? So 1 minus p0 minus p1 is equal to p is greater than 2. So 1 minus p0 means the probability that all of them are shown as not statistically significant. So that's 0.95 to the 5th minus the probability that one of them is statistically significant and the rest are statistically insignificant. So it's going to be 0.95. So we need 4 of them to be statistically insignificant, 1 of them to be statistically significant, so which is why we write it 0.95 to the 4th, 0.05 to the 1. But we don't know which of the variables will it be, so there are 5 chances of it happening. So we multiply that by 5, do all the math for that, and you get a value of 0.023, which tells you that there's a 2.3% chance that when you're using 5 variables, one of them is going to be included in your regression when it probably shouldn't be. And the third question is actually a 2-part question. The first asks if it's if carbon dioxide is a good predictor of NDE. Yeah, high carbon dioxide does seem to track with higher NDE scores, but NDE being near-death experience. But overall, can you say that getting rid of carbon dioxide in the body would decrease the number of near-death experiences? No, that's showing causation, which we can't prove.